Hello friends, I am Sagar. I have total 12 years of experience in database technologies. I worked on SQL Server, Azure SQL Server, uh, then SQL DBA, reporting and ETL tool. I am going to share with you about SQL knowledge and practical implementation of the SQL, how that SQL is used in the practically. And in industry, there are different types of things are coming into the picture, like how to use in a performance optimization, or there is a deadlock occur, or there is a performance, how to boost the performance of the system. So we will go through all the things in detail. And actually in engineering, we learn a lot of concepts in a theoretical manner, but we didn't used it in practical way. So we will covering all these things. And yeah, please watch this video till the end. Uh, in this video, I am going to explain what is SQL, what is DBMS, and most popular DBMS system in the market. So let's start. SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is designed to manage the data held in Relational Database Management System, means RDBMS. And first of all, we will learn about SQL. As I said, there is a full form is the structured query language, and we can also pronounce is at a SQL. And second thing, why SQL is coming into the picture. Previously, right now there is an application. We can say this is the application, and either it is a web-based application or Windows-based application. First of all, we will consider about the web application. Web-based application in this is um, there are some websites, means they are having the static data and some are having dynamic data. Static data means all the web pages contain the data HTML itself. There is a no uh, direct relation with the data. So such a website are called as a static website. And dynamic websites, those are related with the data. Means they are connecting with the data and grab the data from the database, and they are showing the data in the portal. So such a website are called as a dynamic website. And right now we are taking an example of the school information management system, correct? So uh, in that there is a portal, means here is the roll number, something like that. Roll number, there is a name, then there is a address, phone number. So such a different uh, fields are here, means this is the form. And if we are inserting data, means suppose we are filling that data at the and at the end of this form we are this clear button and submit button, correct? So submit. So this data is going to be somewhere, means it is related to the data. Actually, to be frank, it is stored somewhere, right? Means it is related with the data. So where that data is stored, actually that data is stored in the database, right? And if we are inserting data, means if we are filling the data, and after that submit the form, and uh, when submit this information, at that time the data is goes from uh, form, means web application, to the database, correct? So how that communication is happen? It is happen because of the SQL. SQL is managing or holding the data in relational database management system. Means there is a data is available in the different tables, and we have to manage that data, means either inserting data or updating data, deleting data, or selecting the data from the database. So at that time SQL is coming into the picture. So yeah, there is a first time you are insert record of the particular student, then insert query is used, then that particular you have to correct the information of the particular student, then you are updating some information. At that time update query is used. Suppose that student is not in the that particular school, so we can delete that record, correct? So at that time delete query is used, and we have to fetch the data from the um, database. At that time select query is used, means fetching the data from the database on the portal, then select query is used, and these query are used from application to the database. So as you know, yeah, what is mean by SQL. And there are some different databases, database engines available in the market, like MySQL, SQL Server, which is developed by the Microsoft, and third one is the Oracle. Actually, I'm giving the only the popular name at here, Oracle. There is a PostgreSQL as well. So MySQL, PostgreSQL having the SQL language, and Microsoft SQL Server having the T-SQL language, and Oracle having the PL SQL language. But basic syntax is the same. Means that query is written in uh, MySQL. Same query is written in a SQL Server. But there are some minor changes in that query writing. Yeah, and rest of the part is same. Means if we learn one SQL, then you can deal with Oracle, SQL Server, or PL, MySQL, or PostgreSQL. Yeah, SQL. SQL, we as we seen, SQL is the interface between the application and database, which is used for to communicate with the database. Means there are some insert, update, delete queries or select queries. With the help of that, we can manage the database. And there are some, these are the DML command, and there are some DDL command as well. Create database, alter database, drop database. So these are the some detailed command, and DML, DCL, DDL. With the help of that, we can manage the database. So this is about the SQL and how database is come into the picture. First of all, we will see database having the information or data. So how that data come? Here is the roll number, name, address, student having its roll number like a 1, 2, 3. Then name is ABC, then address is Delhi. Then what we can call it as information or a data. That data is going into the database. Correct. Means database having the information, and that information is available in the tables, and table having the column and rows. Yeah, this is the table. This is the database having the different tables like the student, department, faculty, then course, then after that subject. So this is the SIMS database, School Information Management System, and it having multiple tables, and tables are related to each other with the help of some primary key, foreign key relationship, and we will see, yeah, table. Table is made up of different rows and columns. So columns like, let's say there is a ID, then name, then roll number, address, phone number, one, then there is a ABC, roll number is a 123, then address is Delhi, then phone number 12345. Correct. So this information is nothing but the row, and this information means ID, name, roll number, address, phone number. This is the column, or we can say attribute, or we can say field, and this is the row or record. This is the table or entity. Database having table, tables having the rows and columns. Okay.